there's a book by a woman named Maria Franco, Dr. Maria Franco, and it talks about, it's called Platonic, about the art of creating friendships, right? And this idea that, like, she recommends that people, when you go to a event, a function, that you need to almost imagine and that everybody really wants to be your friend, that people actually do like you. And when
Mhm.
I first heard that, I was like, "What? That's right." Because I've been in many places where I'm like, "Man, no one's saying anything to me." And she says there's a science around the idea of like your body language and your demeanor when you think people like you compared to when you think people don't or don't want to be around you. Whatever that's happening in your body language and your energy when you walk into a place believing that everybody wants to be my friend, which for some people could sound like cocky or arrogant, it's actually the energy that you give off that people that you bring people closer to you as opposed to some kind of energy, energy where people feel like they're pushed away. So anyway,
Yeah.
that's the front.
Yeah. What you just said really resonates with me. It actually relates a bit to the back of mine, which we can go there now if that
Mm,
at the right next step.
yeah.
Yeah. So for me, on the back, I guess the first thing I had is introverted and shy. I'll go through them first, and then I'll talk about them. The second one was social self doubt. The third is some baggage, family baggage that I have, and the last one is caring as well. So what you mentioned before, does it does really touch me as well. But I think to the previous point you were mentioning is, and this is kind of a juxtaposition to what I had on the front, which is, I'm often perceived as very social and outgoing because a lot of my friends are very extroverted. I like to spend time with people who are louder, like to talk, conversational, etc. But myself, like I need my alone time to get energy. I'm generally more shy and reserved, and I think I've naturally gravitated towards more extroverted people because they take up space and it just makes me feel more comfortable. And a lot of the time I do have what you were saying before, which is that social self-doubt of, do people want to talk to me? Do they want to get to know me? Sometimes you get in your own head and you're psychoanalyzing things. And I've actually tried to work on a lot of what you were just saying, which is, try to come at things with the opposite mindset. And I think there is a lot of truth in that, if you have kind of that quiet confidence or self-belief that, you do give off a different energy, you're not thinking about your interactions with people, you're just being you. And I think what I've found and what a lot of people I've talked to is, when you are your authentic self, you feel a lot better and you don't worry about, who's your friend, how they're judging you. You just kind of gravitate to those people that you do care about most deeply, which is awesome. So yeah, definitely an evolution for me. I think even just naming those things, probably would have been tougher for me a couple years ago, but something that I'm actively trying to work on. And I think, naming stuff helps you improve and helps you feel more comfortable with it. So yeah, those are definitely two ones that are linked to what you were saying, but are and are pretty important to me, and things that I think about a lot.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. When you said those things, there's a lot of connection here on the back too. So let me show you the back, and then I'll talk about it. And the self doubt one, I wonder if it's not only just in general, but definitely social environments for sure. I think I've found myself like having to, what's happening here? How did I get here? Am I supposed to be here? I should probably leave early, right? Like, just all the things in my mind